Good morning, year one, and welcome to the third day of our maths lessons. Today we're going to start looking at sequencing events in chronological order. So that's going to involve identifying what kind of things you do at different times in the day. So for today's lesson, you're going to need a whiteboard or a piece of paper to write the answers of the starter and the main part of the lesson. And that's pretty much it, because you can be drawing your answers to the main part of the lesson, which I'm sure you'll enjoy. So go and get your whiteboards and whiteboard pens, and when you're ready, we'll get going. Okay, so we've got 10 shapes we need to identify as either halves or quarters. So we're going to have shape number 1, shape number 2, shape number 3, shape number 4, shape number 5, shape number 6, shape number 7, shape number 8, shape number 9, and shape number 10. And grown-ups, if you just want to write the numbers in for each one of these, or get your child to, that's absolutely fine. When I go through it, I'll be numbering them as well. Well, welcome back, year one. I bet you've done this brilliantly. So let's have a look, one shape at a time, starting with shape number 1. That's one section out of 4, so that's a quarter. This second one, even though it's a bit of an odd shape, is also a quarter because it's one section out of 4. This third one's tricky though, it's 2 sections out of 4. So you could fold it in on itself and make a half. And the same applies to this one, that's a half because it's 4 out of 8. This one's probably the easiest, number 5. And that is a half. Number 6 is also a half. If you look, it's actually just the same as this shape here, just turned through 90 degrees. This next one is also a half, number 7, sorry. Number 8 is a quarter, because that's actually the same as this shape here. Number 9 is the trick. That's a half because there are 2 sections out of 4, and then this last one, number 10, is a quarter again. So there actually are more halves this week than quarters. Okay, so now, after you've done that so brilliantly, we're going to have a look at what we're going to be doing today. So what I want you to do is think of something that you do in the morning, something you do in the afternoon, and something you do in the evening, and tell your grown-ups what they are. And grown-ups, start the video again when you're ready, and then I'll explain the main part of the lesson. Okay, so what you're going to do today is you're going to draw things that you do in the different parts of the day. So things you do in the morning, things you do in the afternoon, and things you do in the evening. Now I've got some example pictures which you can draw yourselves if you want to. And we're going to have a look at the first 3 and just see it. We're going to find one example of something we do in the morning, one example of something we do in the afternoon, potentially, or we used to do, and something that we do in the evening. And we're going to choose them from this section here, from here to here. So I'm going to go through this in just a second, but you to choose some of these events that you do, and then I'm going to show you the ones I've chosen for what I do when, or what I did do when I was your age. Okay, so in the morning, I did tend to get up breakfast, and I also got dressed. I'm going to go with breakfast. And I did mostly remember to brush my teeth as well. In the afternoon, when I came back from school, there used to be BBC, so I watched that in the afternoon. And then in the evening, I used to put my night clothes on. But I'm sure you could have chosen some of the different ones, and there's lots of different pictures here. So you could draw them and put them in the right places. It's completely up to you. I'm not going to go through this particular piece of work because I think you're going to do some different drawings to what's here anyway. Because if you can think of your own things, that's absolutely fine. And grown-ups, you will actually know better than I do what time of day your child does different things. So that's the end of today's lesson. And if you want to send in a photo of this, it would be brilliant to see. And I look forward to working with you again tomorrow.